Mark Martin, founder and CEO at Martin Consulting, joins us right now on the phone line from Delhi. Mark, good having you. Thanks so much for joining in. Do you think they have said enough and done enough, or is this a plan that is devoid of a lot of important details?
Morning, and good to be back on Bloomberg. The way we're looking at it is that this is just an interim makeshift stopgap arrangement, and clearly Jet needs direction. It needs leadership, and it needs a good ship. It needs a good captain to get the ship back sailing in high seas. One of the biggest challenges they have is that they need to get their operational setup aligned, and also completely exploit and retake a look at how they had a network structure back in 2005. Clearly, yes, these are steps in the right direction, and we know that this infusion of capital and this equity deal will give them some lease on life, but it's not the permanent solution, at least with the way we see it at the moment.
There is a con call ahead. I mean, me and Somit were just talking about this, Mark, that this plan details some things. It hides a lot more than what was required. There is no clarity on the kind of, what will happen, or how will the kind of money that is actually needed by Jet Airways will come in the first place. A con call at 4 p.m. today. What is it that you would want to hear the most?
Yeah, you're right. I think the whole deal has just been put together in a very haphazard and a rash, aggressive manner. And I believe that con call at 4 today should bring some level of clarity, but don't have much hopes on there being any further detailing or us getting a sneak peek of what the actual deal is. This saga, if you remember, has been continuing since Tata came up with an offer almost 6 months ago, and I believe, in my personal view, they should have taken that offer and looked at options. But they've actually wasted 7 months of the airlines, cash operating costs and P&L expenses, and so they've actually painted themselves into a corner. So I'm not really gonna hope much on that con call on what comes out of it. But it's definitely, they're clearly treading on thin ice, and I think they need to find a solution fast. This is it's going out of control here.
My last question, Mark. Quick response. Do you believe this is going the Kingfisher way?
No. We can't have another Kingfisher in India. That's going to be pandemonium for the airline business. Tickets, consumer revenues for everybody would drop. Airports would suffer. Fuel companies are going to be, they'll start seeing lower sales in most airports. It's going to be a disaster if they come down. So I think collectively we cannot have another Kingfisher. I think we need to get these guys back online. And what's important is that this is from the Jet leadership. I think they should extend and express more maturity with choosing who their friends and foes are at the moment, and that's very, very critical at this stage.
Okay, Mark, appreciate that. I completely agree. We can't afford another one. I just hope this doesn't turn out to be going that way. Thanks a lot, Mark.
I hope so too.
Thanks, Mark, for joining in today.
Right, okay.